I want to take us on a little reimagining of American art as part of our Time for All Ages. So first, I want folks to just think of what they think of if they think of like an iconic image from American art. Washington crossing the Delaware, American Gothic, the Guggenheim Museum. What was the others? Norman Rockwell. Mona Lisa's not American, but that's an iconic image. We can claim her. We're claiming a lot of things. Canada, the Gulf of America, the Golden Gate Bridge, yeah, that construction. Well, what is that? Georgia O'Keeffe. All right, great. Great images, and I'm sure there are more that I didn't hear, and I apologize. Well, I went not so long ago to see the Amy Sherald exhibit at SF Moma. How many people here have gone to see it? Okay, you're all gonna wanna go see it after today. Amy Sherald, if you don't already remember, was the painter who painted Michelle Obama's official portrait. Born in Columbus, Georgia, went to the Columbus Museum as maybe a 6th grader, and on that particular trip, saw a painting by the painter Beau Bartlett that was an image of a suburban household with a lawn and a white mom and maybe mixed-race children and a black dad with a tool belt standing proudly in the center. And Amy Sherald, a black woman, thought, oh, art is contemporary, it's not an old thing, and I can do it, and people like me can be in it, and I want to do it. And so Amy Sherald started a career of creating art that has included, as some of the things that at least struck me most, changing the images of America. So let me take you through a short trip. Farmers. Jonathan, what's a classic image of an American farmer? Yeah, overalls, John Deere, the field in the background. A white man. Even though agriculture in America has been deeply shaped by Black Americans, not willingly, slaves, sharecroppers, but in 2022, did you know, well, in 1920, did you know there were nearly 1 million Black farmers in America? 2022, it's still 50,000. So Amy Sherald painted this. In stunning color, strength and confidence and joy, standing on a shiny John Deere tractor. Here's another iconic image from America you may remember, a photograph. Jonathan, remember this one? One of its titles is Lunch Atop a Skyscraper. It was published in 1932 in the fall. 11 iron workers casually eating lunch while sitting on a steel beam 850 feet in the air captured America's imagination. Over 40,000 people helped build Rockefeller Center, which is what they were part of, this incredible act during the Great Depression to offer jobs and possibility to people. Many of the people who worked on the project would face discrimination from the nations from which they came. They included Italians and Scandinavians and Eastern Europeans and Germans and even Mohawk ironworkers from Canada. Did you know for more than 100 years, members of the Mohawk tribe have built virtually every prominent skyscraper in New York City, Rockefeller Center, the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building? But who is missing from those images? So Amy Sherald painted this. This gorgeous, fashionable man, reminding us of who else built America. Let me take you to one other iconic American image. V-Day in Times Square, a photograph by Alfred Eisenstadt that shows a US Navy sailor embracing and kissing a total stranger, as it turns out. A dental assistant it was, and turns out, on Victory Day, V-Day over Japan, when, by the end of the day, America anticipated, on this August 14th of 1945, that the president would announce that Japan had surrendered and movement toward the end of the war was on target. So lots of joy. Photograph was published in Life magazine. It's a white man and a white woman. 2.5 million African-American men registered for the draft for World War II, and African-American women volunteered in large numbers. When combined with the Black women who enlisted into the Women's Army Corps, more than 1 million African-Americans served the Army during the war. How would things have been different in our sense of our history if this man were Black and the woman were Black? Or let's take it one step further. In December 18th, 2010, the Senate overturned Don't Ask, Don't Tell, so people who were in the military, who were gay or lesbian or bisexual, could be out. And Barack Obama signed it a few days later, and gay soldiers could embrace and kiss and be open with the people that they shared their lives with. I met once a 4-star general who had hidden her life partner for decades in her commitment to service to the military. So, Sherald, oh, and by the way, I met her at the first same-sex marriage ever performed at West Point Cadet Chapel with Unitarian Penny Neeson and her wife, Sue Fulton, who was one of the first female cadets who left West Point because she couldn't be out about being lesbian. I signed the license. So Amy Sherald, she does this. Maria, can you help me? She paints these two gorgeous, strong, beautiful people bent over in a kiss. I really have to believe, she writes, I really have this deep belief, she says, that images can change the world. After seeing them, don't we agree? Here ends our time for all ages, and you can book your tickets to SF Moma.